Hey there. We are live this time around. It's my second attempt doing this today. I'm Lisa Duerre. I'm the CEO of RLD Group, and I'm here today because I want to say thank you, and I hope you can feel my energy coming through. My family and I were on notice to evacuate last week. And with that, we got an outpouring of messages of concern and care and love through LinkedIn, through Facebook, text messaging. It was amazing. And I've been thinking a lot about, the blessings that we have, because the good news for our family right now is that we do not have to evacuate. And the whirlwind of the last, I'm going to say 5 days, lots of lessons and real awareness showing up for me, not only as we navigate our home life, but also our business, our community, our world. And I just wanted to free flow it a bit today to share some lessons I learned real time in case you're feeling what we were feeling, whether or not you're surrounded by fires. Okay. If you're on the West Coast, it's quite possible you absolutely relate. But I also know if you're dealing with natural disasters of any kind, if you're dealing with COVID, which we all are, well, there's so much uncertainty for all. I always want to bring forward what's showing up with my clients. Today, I want to bring forward what's showing up for me and my clients, right? And what goes on in the work that I do with leaders in tech, getting kick-ass results at work, building high-performing teams, and being present for the moments that matter. The being present for the moments that matter piece is really a highlight for me right now, because when you get that alert on your phone that says you are now going up a notch, be prepared to evacuate, well, for me, my heart stood still. I knew it was possible, and I had been thinking about what we would do, and then it hit. And what happened for us was we had had enough conversations ahead of time that we basically went into action, and we started packing the things that mattered most, precious things for my daughter, paperwork that my husband and I knew we needed, etc. And then the conversation, do we take one car or two? We're blessed to have 2 cars in our family. So do we stay together or separate? Where will we go? Where will we sleep? Who do we tell? What do we do? And I started thinking about this just like anything at work, any project that could go awry, any uncertainty and stress that shows up. And I made some mistakes. We had some bumps along the way. And what I know is sharing mistakes just as well as sharing wins is what connects us all and helps us all be our best selves. So today I'm going to share some lessons learned. Lessons learned from preparing to evacuate. Some of you may know I recently was interviewed by Authority Magazine, and I shared my passion, a lot of my own personal experience being a woman in tech. And I talked about burnout and how I rebooted and what I did to basically wake up from burnout and then change, honestly, my whole life. And I tell the story about being in the emergency room where they were ruling out a heart attack. I honestly had radiating pain up my arm, and it was late at night. I had a presentation that was very important to me the next day. So I thought I'd just drive myself to the urgent care emergency room and just make sure I'm not having a heart attack. Now, when I look back on that, that was such a sign. It was actually a real defining moment in my life about what matters most and what my priorities were and what got me there. Because I didn't have a heart attack. What I did have was chronic bronchitis. I was on my 3rd round of antibiotics, and I had had an allergic reaction to these new antibiotics. So when I look back at that and I look at what happened this last week, there's a lot of similarities. This was an accelerated flow to burnout, where it was just compounding stress and uncertainty. I think we're all in that right now. Mental health is everything. It's the only thing. Like, when your mental health is okay, you can make all the other decisions you need to be a great leader, a great spouse, a great friend, daughter, caretaker, whatever. But when your mental health is not where it is optimized, things go haywire. So let me tell you about one of my big lessons learned. The big mistake, one of our big mistakes, my big mistake. I ended up in a anxiety-ridden state, making decisions that cost us money and time, and could have really could have been a big deal. But the good news, I'll give you the punchline. The good news is, as a family, we navigated it. And that's true for all of us, right? We get to choose what happens. So here's my embarrassing story. And the truth of the matter is, we didn't want to buy groceries, because if we're on notice, Why would you fill your house with groceries? Because they're just going to burn up potentially or rot while you're away. So we ordered DoorDash, and my daughter and my mother-in-law, they really wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, not the healthiest choice, but let me tell you about stress eating and picking your battles in the moments when your daughter and mother-in-law want Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay, we're going to order it on DoorDash. It goes through. About 10 minutes later, I get a notice that our order is canceled. And now I'm back to square one. What are we going to eat? What do we do? How do we do it? And I thought, well, that's strange. So I put the order in again, canceled again. And so what did I do? I made assumptions. I started thinking, well, everything around us is shutting down because we're all on alert. We can't possibly get food. And I thought to myself, well, maybe if I order in another zip code, we'll see what happens. So we decided on pizza. We ordered the pizza. Then a couple minutes later, I got the notice that that was canceled. Now, I'm going to fast forward for you. This happened to me 3 times. I repeated the order again. It was canceled. I went to another restaurant and said to the family, this is the last time I'm going to try. So in the meantime, my husband gets up and he starts looking in the freezer to see what he can pull together, some sort of buffet for us so we can have dinner while we're waiting to figure out what we're going to do. And the next order is canceled. So I said, okay, babe, thank you so much for cooking. This is really important. We need to eat and we need to just let this go, right? 20 minutes later, my phone dings. Your pizza order is on its way. And then 5 minutes later, my phone dings. Your pizza order is on its way. 10 minutes after that, your pizza order is on its way. Now my husband's already cooking. Now I have 3 pizza orders on their way. Yeah, was I embarrassed? Did I feel horrible? Did I think about the money wasted, the people driving, all this excess food we're going to have and what to do with it? Yeah. At the end of the day, we had 3 pizza orders delivered. It was over $200. We still have pizza. I was embarrassed. I was mad. Why didn't it work? Why is this happening? All of this like anxiety and frustration is building up. And so listen, this whole ordering of pizza is not the lesson itself, but the decision-making, the stress management, the priorities, the clarity on who's doing what, the roles and responsibilities in the moment. You guys need this as you're dealing with remote employees, as you're dealing with remote schooling. We are all in high anxiety at some point throughout the day right now. And what I learned from this was to slow down. Now, I already know to slow down, but it was a great reminder, right? Slow down, Lisa. Troubleshoot it. Maybe I could have gone to my husband's phone and tried the DoorDash app. Obviously, there was a do loop going on in mine. Maybe the pizza place might have seen, wow, I got a duplicate order. Maybe I should call. Everyone's just getting stuff done. No one is slowing down, right? So we had duplicate orders. So one of the lessons I just want to say is a deep breath, a pause, just taking a moment. Instead of like when something's not working, just pushing through, perhaps that's just a sign that you just aren't grounded enough to be making purposeful, intentional action. And that's exactly what's needed right now. So I just want to tell you, you're not alone if that's happening. I'm going to raise my hand and say, I just kept pushing buttons, trying to make something work. And on the other end, they just kept filling orders, trying to make something work. And in the meantime, every time I open that pizza, every time I open their fridge, I have a choice to make. Do I want to beat myself up and feel crappy that I did that? Or do I want to keep that as a lesson learned? And I'm going to keep it as a lesson learned. We still have things that aren't unpacked. We are still trying to get back to normal, whatever normal is these days. And every time I open that fridge, I have a choice. So if you made a mistake at work, if you rolled out a project and you had a hiccup, if you missed a meeting because something else was going on, you have a choice. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the opportunity to learn from it. Think about how else this can apply. Share your story, right? I guarantee you now, if you go to order DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub or whatever, if you get a canceled order, you're probably going to not make the same mistake I did because I've shared it with you, right? So I'm filled with gratitude. I am filled with a big exhale, even though the air quality here is horrific. I am grateful that I had this opportunity to learn and we are safe. I am grateful to be able to help you, regardless of your situation, learn from my own mistakes, right? And figure this out together. So the simplest story of $200 worth of duplicate pizza can extrapolate to so many areas in our lives. And I just wanted to pop in here today to share that because there's a lot of people displaced right now. People are hurting. People are homeless. People are alone in hospitals. People are stressed out trying to pull it all together. And as a leader, I bet you have someone on your team, even if they're not evacuating, ordering $200 worth of pizza and not talking about it, whatever that is for them. So my ask of you today is to check in with yourself and to check in with those you lead and love and ask the simple question, how are you holding up? Instead of how are you holding up? Allows that person to share. What's weighing on you? How are things going at home? How is work for you right now? Be curious, ask the question and lean in, because we need leaders right now that are authentic and vulnerable and curious. If you've done what I've done in your own life, share it with your team. Let everybody know we're all in this together and we're human. And then love everybody. Give everyone radical compassion. The person that's annoying the heck out of you right now might be in their own do loop of canceled orders. The person that's not filling their obligations right now might be so worried that their kid is missing the next class on Zoom. My daughter navigating this evacuation on top of the pandemic. Yesterday, we took a mental health day and we watched TV and we did arts and crafts. And honestly, part of me just wanted to work so I could feel that sense of control. And what I knew was necessary was to not have control that day and to be present with her and to really just sit and be in that moment. And boy, there were times that was hard. This is not easy work, you guys. This navigating life right now, it's difficult. So the more you can have grace for yourself and the more you can allow yourself to find the lessons learned in the moment, the better off you will be and everyone that you lead and love. So take good care, be well, know that everyone's going to make mistakes, know that the stress is off the charts and everyone that we know and love is hurting somehow. And as a leader, it's important for you to check in with yourself and to check in with your team and put empathy and compassion at the highest priority right now. That's my wish for you, and that's what I'll be bringing to you in my post these days. Thanks for your support. Thank you for being here with me live, and know that you matter, know that you are loved, and know that we're all in this together. All right, take good care.